If you guys have watched the last few videos, you know that I am prepping my rx7 for paint, but in the meantime, I asked my friend RJ if he could fix some wiring issues on the car. At first, I asked him if he could wire up my dome lights since they never worked in the car. Next thing that I knew, there's my dash, and we decided to look at all the wiring. I used to always have this issue with the ignition where I could never crank the car with the key. So basically to start the car, I would go to on, and then I would hit the switch to hit the starter and then start the car. In the last video, my friend RJ looked at my entire ignition system and he ended up finding a small fault in some of the wiring. It cranks with the key! And he was able to get that patched for me so that I could actually crank the car with the key. It's small things like that that make the car feel like less of a shitbox. Then I started cleaning up all the wiring and zip tying it up to the steering column so that it wouldn't hang down around my feet like it used to. I patched up some other sketchy wiring, ran some new speaker wires for the door speakers and the rear. After all of that, I realized that the dash that I had in the car was pretty crusty because a lot of the plastic mounting tabs were broken off, and that just led to the dash shaking like crazy while the car was on. This is where the cluster sits and it's broken in half. There's also supposed to be two tabs here to hold the cluster hood in place, and it's broken off, so my cluster hood was never held in place. Now this is the most annoying part. This is what's supposed to hold in the climate control. There's supposed to be another tab here with two mounting holes and it's just gone, and all of this, you can see this is all broken apart. I mean, at the end of the day, that is to be expected with 30-year-old Mazda plastic. I ended up finding another black dash on Facebook Marketplace that I'm gonna go pick up today, and we're gonna take the 350Z because I have confirmed that a FC RX-7 dash fits in the 350Z passenger seat. Cool enough, actually, the dash is in the previous town that I used to live in, where my apartment was, so ooh, let's maybe wash this hog before we bring it out to my hometown. I can't be caught looking like this out. The birds just destroyed this thing. 44, not too bad. I forgot to grab a microfiber or a drying towel, so we're just gonna have to air dry it. It looks better than it did though. Making a quick pit stop at my old apartment. Just bringing back some memories. Where I first started making YouTube videos, actually. Ah, yes. 11 and 12. This was my garage. Crazy. I did a whole bunch of stuff here. It used to be kind of decked out, you know, with lighting and stuff. I pulled my motor in this garage. That was when I was painting the engine bay at the time. The picture I was looking for. This was April 2025. This is when I brought the Z home from the body shop. It was like missing all the panels. They had just cut the quarters off. I was just like documenting what it was looking like at that time. Full car again. Hey, squad up! Silver convertible and black coupe. Arrived at the dash location off the bat, seeing some Hondas, RSX, freaking Integra. Let's go drop some dough and get a dash. It does have a couple of spots where it is cracked off. I suppose we could fix it. It's in at least better condition than mine was. Pioneer. Maybe this is the amp. We got the cigarette lighter, we got all the wiring, we even have all this stuff for the radio. So maybe I can try to swap this or something. I'm not sure. You know what I'm thinking? This might be a good donor to fix mine. All I did so far was remove the support brace, which is actually pretty good because I can have a little bit of a reference in terms of the radio wiring and the climate control. I'm thinking this might be a little bit more work than I thought it would be. So I'm gonna try to Frankenstein one good dash since both of them are kind of messed up. On the new one I just picked up, it's missing these like bottom pieces down here. Like, this is where allegedly like a speaker was supposed to go, but it's also like a vent. It's just gone. Like, I don't know. thinking about just cutting and plastic welding to reinforce any of the spots that are broken and see what I can do. Okay guys, I attempted my first little plastic weld repair over here, but then I also did the JB Weld epoxy plastic weld on some of the other spots. I have no idea if this is the right way to go about this, so I guess if you guys have any suggestions on what you would have done, please let me know, because this plastic is so thin. Okay, so now I'm just cutting this plastic mesh into strips to cover the cracks, which will just help to reinforce it. This one, once my little strip is laid, I just press the plastic welder to melt it into the existing plastic. It smells so bad. So I decided to do it around this crack instead of just across, because I'm hoping that will give it some extra support. Now that the metal mesh is laid, we can go in with our little stick of plastic. There's supposed to be a tip on this little welding gun, but Mike and Peyton took it off and it's a little frustrating to use without the tip. So you're basically just burning it down, reinforcing. I can't say these are like my finest repairs. Will they hold? I'd say so. You guys can totally roast me in the comments for this. This is all behind the dash, so I mean technically you won't ever see it. It's overall just for like the stability of the panel and to make sure it doesn't continue to keep cracking. Hear me out. I have an idea and I don't know if it's possible to execute it because my main concern with my dash is that there are certain mounting points that are missing, especially for like the climate control, and I only have mounts on one side. So if I were to get climate control, wouldn't be able to use it on this side. So I could take it off of this one, kind of make that work. Do I kind of feel like this was a stupid idea? I mean, the whole thing, the buying another dash to do this. I make stupid decisions sometimes. Did I cook? Maybe. I still gotta plastic weld it. Just, is it straight? I can't even tell. I think this might be a good stopping point for tonight because I'm gonna go get another plastic welder tomorrow that has the triangle tip, because otherwise it's impossible to get into all the little nooks and crannies. The other appealing part about buying this dash, which now I'm like not sure if I regret it, is the fact that it still came with the wiring harness, which is great because I could actually utilize a lot of these OEM connectors. You get me? Since I am very clearly missing a lot of connectors. Picked up the new plastic welder this morning. It is warming up so that I can use it. I had an idea. Well, RJ and I had an idea. I was talking to him about how my cigarette lighter doesn't have enough power to power both my dash cam and, for example, the heads-up display that I have in the car and charge my phone. Like, there's so much I want to do and I don't have enough power, it seems, in the car. So he suggested kind of a good idea, which I think could be really freaking cool if I could figure it out. The heads-up display is just a USB. So I bought one of these on Amazon and I'm gonna tap it into something under the dash so that I can plug in the heads-up display behind the dash and then you never see it. I know for sure that there's a plug like this under the dash that I don't think goes anywhere, and there's another one back there. So what I'm going to do is test the voltage and see if it gets 12 volts when the car's on. Okay, we got 12 volts at this plug back here. So I tapped it in here and then grounded it up there. So I'm going to solder everything up. Once this is mounted on the dash, the wiring will all be behind the dash. And then I will end up doing the same thing for the cigarette lighter, which is for the dash cam. So again, you won't see any of the wiring and it'll be super clean. So I wired in this thing here. Now if I give it power, should see blue light turn on here. Sweet! So now I can tuck these wires up behind the dash so that you don't see any of this, and then this won't be in my cigarette lighter anymore. Now the last little bit of wiring that I'm going to do behind the dash is put some RCA cables for a sub in the future, a sub and an amp. I just think it would be so cool to be bumping a sub in this car. Everything is remounted upwards. There's not going to be wires hanging down by my feet anymore. Everything is like taped up and put away. The only thing I haven't touched is the radio wiring because I think I'm going to get a different head unit, so I'm just kind of holding off on that for right now. I'm just going to run this speaker wiring up here with the blue speaker, and this is the amp turn on wire as well, so I'm just going to run both of these. I think if I were to do a sub, I'm going to have it in that back corner. So we're going to route the wires up through here. Now that all this wiring is done, I'm just gonna keep this tucked back here. Not entirely sure when I plan on getting a sub, but I want to make sure I get something good. And then all the wiring is here for whenever I am ready to do that upgrade. Right now what I'm fixing is the HVAC climate plug. So there should be 2 plugs going into the climate control, and this is the one that I had. I had tapped into it before to get some power from somewhere else. So 2 of these wires were cut and they were tapped in to do something with the radio. I don't really remember how I ended up doing it. I basically just referenced the other harness that came with the other dash, fresh wiring with the plugs, and now I'm just soldering it back. I also wired in the cigarette lighter with a factory plug so that it's not with any like pin connectors or anything like that. I wanted to have a factory plug. Working my way through the rest of the wiring here. It just feels good to do things the right way. Got a factory plug now, factory wiring. Knowing me a couple years ago, I probably would have used butt connectors. I didn't really know how to solder back then, so I might even just tape this up just to clean it up even more. Nice! Last thing I decided to do tonight was just labeling all of my radio wires for myself in the future. I'm gonna get a different head unit. I don't know what I want to get yet. Good morning, Wayside. Hi, Chad.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good to see you.
You guys getting ready to go?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, Marcus, I don't know if you realized in short conversations with him, but he's an actual retard. So.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'll have Chad message you, and then it was like 2 days, and I was like, Chad hasn't messaged me, so...
He messaged me, and he goes, hey, when do you want Tay to come by to grab those things, or something like that? And I was like,
what?
Ask her.
Yeah.
I'll crawl up there.
We can reach a good model.
Ooh.
This shit's
Are those paw prints?
It looks like it.
So the reason I'm here at Wayside is because Marcus, who is the fabricator here, this is his FC, I bought my dash from him 2-3 years ago. I don't even remember. But that was the first thing I ever bought for my FC. And he's always told me over the years that he has tons of parts sitting around for the car. But what I really need is the ducting behind the dash for the climate control before I put the dash back together. So I'm gonna look through a couple things and see if he's got it. First bin, this kind of looks like some climate control stuff. Door hinges. Brake. Damn, this is a nice condition. 104,000 miles. Look how nice this thing is. Luckily mine just came in today, so I don't need this one. Nothing yet that is what I was looking for, but...
Anything cool, or is he just got a bunch of trash for it?
He's got some cool stuff. I mean, this thing is in pretty nice condition.
Ooh.
Not that I need it, but, you know, just random garbage.
Yeah?
FC garbage. It's my favorite. I may have hit the jackpot. This is what I was looking for. All of this venting.
This is good. I'm gonna fall on an FC.
I don't remember exactly which ones I need, but I'm literally sitting up on the lift right now, looking through some stuff. Again, I don't remember exactly what I need. I had a diagram on my phone. Oh yeah, need this one. But I left my phone over there. Again, let's just take everything because I don't know what I need. Apparently, these are all also FC parts. Since I'm up here, I will look through them. This is the last bin of things. I've already been blessed, but might as well go through it all. Stock airbox. ECU. This is bad question mark. Felt that. Parts haul. Alright, I got this fan shroud and this clutch fan for RJ because I think he mentioned that he wanted to use that. All of the HVAC stuff. I took this because it's got this little orange piece which is actually for a light. So I can go ahead and put a bulb in there. Mine does not have that. So that's sweet. All of the piping. Hopefully this is everything I need. I don't even really know. And yeah, I think that, oh, speaker covers. Do you know that feeling when you tell yourself you're just gonna do one quick thing on the car and then it snowballs into an entire weekend project? Not gonna lie, that happens more times than I'd like to admit. I'll go to replace one part and then I'll realize that something else is worn out. Next thing I know, I'm ordering another part, making another trip to a parts store, and spending way more than I planned. That's why I wanted to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, which is Clover. It's an earned wage access app that allows eligible users to access up to $750 before payday with no interest, no credit check, and no late fees. Whether it's an unexpected car repair, gas, groceries, rent, vet bills, or other expenses you weren't planning for, it's nice to know you have another option when life doesn't go your way. Personally, I like that there's no monthly membership fee required to get an advance. You can wait a few days to get your advance, or if you need it sooner, you can choose express transfer for a small fee. So if you are in the middle of your project car and you're short on a little bit of cash, you can access up to $750 with no credit check and no late fees through Clover. Go ahead and click the link in the description and that lets them know that I sent you. So thank you again so much, Clover, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. All right, I'm back from getting all of my FC junk parts and a package just came in for me. We got our climate control. Little ASMR. It's like a cassette player. Let's put it in! I mean, technically, let's temporarily put it in, but just make sure all of our plugs work. Boom. And it's supposed to sit about, yay, here. Yeah, because the vents go right on top here. This is so sweet! I'm absolutely nerding out about this little thing, okay? This sits in the steering column, and then here's your ignition keyhole. This is a light, and look what I have. The harness and the bulb. Oh my god, I've just been needing this little, I don't know, box that the light sits in. Luckily, Marcus had 2 of them. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work in my car. I love nerding out about rx7's stuff. Like, this is, I'm just so happy. I'm giddy. I'm jumping for joy. Bulb goes in, and then at night, I assume this will illuminate? Ah! Or maybe it's just at all times? I'm not sure. I don't have a plug for this, though, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere to tap into power for this. How freaking cool! You know, it's funny to me, I got a comment on one of my most recent videos, and I don't know if they meant it maliciously, but actually what they were saying was, you're putting too much time and money into this tin can of a car. You should just get a modern car like a Honda, which I am not too interested in modern cars, and if you're interested in watching somebody build a modern Honda, this is just simply not the channel for you. They were just saying that every time I fix something, something else breaks. Well, that's what keeps me in business here. For a lot of us car enthusiasts, we love fixing old cars because we enjoy driving them, and unfortunately because they are so old, things do break. Wiring is sketchy, things are not made the best back when the car was made, just like anybody else that restores hot rods or motorcycles or boats or literally anything. It's just chasing the high of like finding the part. That is my favorite thing. Fixing something, getting something that you've been looking for a very long time. It's literally a hobby, and it's just what I enjoy personally about fixing old cars, especially this one. Oh. Turned on. Oh, there we go. Bulb is on. I think I just had to kind of push the connector in there a little bit. Hey! Tiny bit of disappointing news. I put the entire support brace on the back of the dash. I started putting everything back together. Then I realized that some of the ducting that I picked up today, they're both the right side. I already had this right-hand side vent, and it was cracked, so I tried some of the plastic weld on it, and that's great and all. But then, the one I picked up today is also a right-hand side. So those are like the main vents that go over here, so I need the left-hand side. I did find a set of left and right-hand side ducting on eBay, but I also inquired through some parts people that I know. I just don't want to put the whole dash back together and not have like the heat ducting. That was the whole point. The dash was almost ready to go back in today if it wasn't for that one little mistake. In the meantime though, I did paint the speaker covers and I remounted them here in the back. They look so freaking good. They almost always crack, but they're secured on there pretty good, and I feel like they make the interior look great. You know what though? I'm too excited. I spent a lot of time on this dash, fixing stuff, putting everything back together. I just want to see it in the car. I won't mount anything. I just want to see it in the car. I just want to see it in the car. Man, that looks so good. Imagine like a nice doubled in right here. Cluster hood back on. And dash actually feels sturdy. Like once it's actually bolted in, I know this isn't gonna shake like it used to. Just for shits and giggles, should we see if this climate control actually works? Illuminates? Oh, it does. The arrow is illuminated. Oh my god, the dash cam just scared me. Let me turn the lights off. Yeah, it's really dim though. I might have to do some sort of wiring with a dimmer behind the radio, but it is on. I have tracked down some of the HVAC ducting that I need, and actually a couple of other things, so I should be able to get all of that next week. My new double din's coming next week. I got some 3D printed stuff. I ordered so many different things all within this week, different days, so everything's coming at different times. I should be able to fully finish up this project, remount the dash, have everything perfectly wired by next week, so I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, also, I wanted to tell you guys that I ordered a fabric sample. I think it's Porsche fabric. It should be coming next week as well. I saw this inspiration picture and it looks like it was a factory option for the FCs to have sort of like this corduroy pattern on the door, and I don't know, that's like peak 80s to me. I really love that. I'm hoping that this Porsche one will be pretty similar, and then maybe I could even incorporate it into the seats if I like it that much. It's supposed to rain all the rest of the day today and tomorrow. I hope that it holds off though, because I really want to prime my door. But I got a package. Two things actually. First one is a new cup holder that will have a section for my power window switch, and this is for the security light, but it still retains the cup holder. Some gauge pods. I have an oil pressure gauge and an AFR gauge, And I used to have them sit here where the climate control was, but now that I have the climate control, I'm gonna mount them on the pillar here. This is my old cup holder next to the new one. Well, outside of cars, next week our friends Jace and Cassidy are coming to stay with us for a little bit. They are the ones that we met in Tennessee to trade Mike's Cedric for the Altezas. We just went to Target to pick up a couple things to help spruce the house up. I think having guests over is the one thing that kicks us into the highest gear to clean and organize the house. We usually put our clothes here on the top shelf, but this is looking much better. Mike and I have been cleaning up the basement.
Oh, this isn't the basement. This is Piss Kingdom.
This is Haru's Piss Kingdom. He has definitely peed on a lot of things down here.
His territory
Has
is here.
been marked, so picked up
Everything
this
down here is his.
carpet cleaner. Trying to clean it up a little bit.
Alright, I'm going colors.
But anyways, Mike was showing me some inspo pictures of maybe how he wants the basement to look. It's like a little...
Had to call in the big guns.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve this, but I'll show you kind of what he wants to do.
The troublemaker.
He wants to do something cool like this with a bunch of stuff on the walls. Oh, he's mad. He's mad.
He's gonna run right upstairs.
Yeah, he's mad.
What are you doing?
He's like, all my
are you
piss is
doing?
gone.
I wouldn't say it's all gone.
Anyways.
Busted.
Yeah, you.
Maybe not a bar. Ooh, this one's cool. I love the lights.
Why no bar?
I mean, we don't really drink alcohol, but...
We could be serving.
Ooh, look
Cream
at this
sodas.
one. It's definitely AI. Like, based on the...
This is not an AI household.
This is not an AI household. I liked this one because of the pool table and the vending machine, and we could probably do something like that. I like the floors, too. It's almost like epoxy. Could do something like this. Based on a lot of these pictures, though, I love the round couch like that with, like, the TV. I feel like that wall could be where the TV is. Something like this.
I even like this corner back here for a couch idea. Because it's kind of tucked away. You know, you walk down the stairs and you look this way. It's kind of sick if you're also looking the same way as the people that are on the couch.
But where's the TV gonna be? Where would the TV be? That's what you gotta think
We're gonna
about.
have TV there, TV there, TV there, TV there.
TV everywhere.
Over there.
It's gonna be like those 2000s cars you see at the shows where there's like screens in the headrests and in the doors and stuff.
We want to have enough where we can play LAN party games like Black Ops 1, Halo 3.
Here's what I'm thinking though, based on the layout. So if we... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to... Okay, so round couch over here, right? TV screen here. You could have a pool table back over here. Vending machines over here. Maybe another freaking couch over here.
Where
But like...
can we put a car? Can we put a car in here? Imagine a car just right here.
Which car?
I don't know,
Rolled over
whichever one
R34.
we can disassemble and reassemble.
Your T40 maybe?
Yeah, okay.
We also put these posters up. I got these as a Christmas gift. It's like a diagram of VG.
It's for Peyton when he goes to rebuild his
Yeah,
piston rings.
yeah, just so he knows where it goes. And then we got a 12A rotary. Mine's a 13B, but 12A is still pretty freaking sick. Love to see it. But like I said, maybe couch here with like the main TV screen over there. And then could be a little hangout area over here too. You know, pool table, whatever. Another couch over here, for example. Maybe some desks.
This couch, this corner feels cozy. I like
It does.
This corner a lot.
Well, we just listed the elliptical for sale, which... let me find.
Oh yeah, pull that up.
I said you didn't get any...
That's the first slide of the listing. The finest elliptical.
What could we do over here? Because right now it's just our merch storage. And then that's Peyton's room. Yes, Peyton lives in our basement. Aw, do you like the new rug? You're so cute. I love that you claim stuff. Especially when it's new. You're so cute. Good freaking morning, guys. We got another eBay package for the FC. Nothing too exciting today. It is a freaking fuse box cover for the interior of this car. I have never had one of these. Never. Always had exposed fuses. Let's freaking go. Hopefully it fits. I don't know what this is. Let's go. Fuse box cover. And back on the car. I have been mentally stuck on this door for so long and been using it as a table. It's finally back on the car. It's primed. It's ready to go. Now I can move on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed taking a little side quest with me, fixing all the sketchy wiring in this car, and honestly wiring in some cool little bells and whistles that I never really had the time to do back in the day. As a total RX-7 nerd, if I can make all the quirks in this car, like the lights and the switches and all the bells and whistles, if I can make it all work, I'm gonna put the extra effort in to make it all work. If I can make my dash fit better with different tabs, I'm gonna put the extra effort in because I want to build my dream FC. I want my FC to be perfect. This is how I wanted it to be the first time around, but I really didn't have the facilities or the knowledge to do it, so I'm gonna build it right this time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be plenty more next week because I have a ton of packages that are coming in for this car. I've been ordering so much stuff for it. Extremely excited, and I will see you guys next Sunday for another video. Bye guys!